Don't forget, today is Friday, your daily word, hit the facts, and math writing are due, so make sure those get turned in. Here's number 4. And this. Okay, where's your estimate? Put your estimate. Where's your page 11? Okay. Okay, this is the adjustment. Okay. Should pay attention to that. Okay. Did it do it?
I did all of them because I forgot which numbers I had to do.
Oh my. Okay, we're getting pretty close on the steps here. You're good, Heather. Did you do estimates?
Forgot it was made.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, you did more than you had to do, so that was
Straight up and down.
And this is your thinking steps. Make sure you watch the on you. Okay? Does that make sense? Where's your division? Number 4. Yeah, you didn't have to do the work. Number 8. Okay? Get in there, and that's right there. Make sure you do those steps today and make corrections. Was there a nice folder I didn't get to today? Yeah. I didn't get to your folder?
No, you did.
Okay. Okay, during study time I can't. All right, take a look at our answers to our math minute, please. Number 1, what do we call the answer to a subtraction problem? The difference. And what was your difference? What was it? There was an and in there? 425. Digit in the hundredths place was what? Digit in the hundredths place. Digit in the hundredths place.
The 4.
The 4 was in the hundredths place. And number 3, the missing family fact.
6 plus 5 equals 11.
6 plus 5 equals 11. And number 4, the answer to a multiplication problem is called what? Oh, that would be addition.
Product.
The product. And what was your product?
450.
450. And the temperature on the thermometer is what? Caleb. Caleb. Temperature on the thermometer, what is it? Number 5, what is it?
80.
80 degrees, yes. Number 6, when you multiply any number by 0, the product is 0. Stand up if you had false. Oh, it should be true, it should be true, it should be true. Number 7, at what point, what place value did we know it was less than? What place value?
The 1000.
The thousandth place.
And my drawing tool work.
What?
The drawing tool on Walmart thing.
Get it? Does it work now? Yeah. Number 8. What did you get when you divided? Aiden. Amy, what'd you get when you divided? Amy Clark, what'd you get when you divided?
Yeah, hello?
What did you get when you divided?
Wait. So
Yeah, we're on number 8.
number 8. Okay, let me get on the number 8 right now.
What did you get?
It's like taking. I won't move. Okay, I got on number 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's I got 22.
26 divided by 4, and you got 22?
Oh, why is it? Wait, so which math minute is it? Cause
Math minute 26, the one we've been going over.
oh, I was on 25.
Audra? 6, remainder 2. Number 9, what's the value for A? Lily? Lily, what'd you get? Lily, number 9. Lily, number 9, what'd you get? Lily, are you on math minute 26? Lily, are you on math minute 26? Yes or no? Lily, I'm speaking to you. I need an answer. Are you on math minute 26? Yes or no? Dante. Number 9, what'd you get for A?
I got 15.
Perfect, thank you. Number 10, number 10. What does it mean to have a line of symmetry?
If you make a line where the shape it has to be equal.
Okay, not just equal, but when you fold it on that line, they match up perfectly. They match up perfectly. Mallory, did you get your problem fixed? Yes. Thank you. So did this have a line of symmetry? Did it have a line of symmetry? Piper?
No.
No, it did not. It did not. Please get that recorded and put away. As we take a look at page 11, it's real important that you are fixing your steps along the way. Some of you are almost there, some of you are still far away, some of you are there. But it's real important that you look at your steps again and make corrections along the way. So make sure you have something else that you can be making corrections. You're looking at your steps in detail, Am I correct that number 3 was our first one? Yes. See what it started with, C equals 5. Second step, 19 minus 3 times C. Those two things you were copying specifically from the book. First one is the value of the variable, second one is the expression itself. Third step, we are now substituting 5 in for C. This is 19 minus 3 times 5. Some of you are still making the mistake of putting that as 35. It is 3 times C, so 3 times 5. So now we do that multiplication first, 19 times 15. Some of you are writing in there 3 times 15, and that is your step. No, we don't put 3 times 15 in there. We write down what 3 times 5 is equal to and just substitute that in there. We rewrite the expression now, simplifying everything that we can. 19 times 15 is 4. Okay? Or what did I say? Plus? Oh, whoops, minus, sorry. 19 minus 15 is 4. Thank you. Number, what did you do next? 5. Number 5. Number 5, it started out, we know that h is equal to 8. We know that we're doing the difference of h minus 3 and multiplying that by 2. Our expression is seconds. And now we know everywhere we see h, we are filling in 8. So now we're doing the difference of 8 and 3 and multiplying that by 2. That specifically is the second step. It all has to be there. We don't just put in 8 minus 3. We are still multiplying that by 2. The whole expression has to be there. Are you writing down the steps and making sure yours are correct? Are you? Okay. Evan, are you? Zachary, are you? Are you guys at home making sure your steps are correct? So now we have to do what's in parentheses first. 8 minus 3 is 5. So now we have 5 times 2. We do not do equals 10 out here. We don't do that. We don't put any equal signs in this business. We don't do that, folks. I still see in this business going on. We don't do that. That is not part of it. No, and no. That doesn't happen. Okay? Instead, we just put the 10 right down here. Okay? Is 7 the next one we did? All right. So number 7, we start out with m equals 9. Our expression is 7 times m plus 8. 7 is being multiplied by m. So 7 now is being multiplied by 9. Some of you still try to tell me stuff like this. 79 plus 8. It's not 79 plus 8. It's 7 times 9 plus 8. Okay? There's a big difference there. Audra, are you making corrections? Okay? 7 times 9 is 63. So it now becomes 63 plus 8. And 63 plus 8 is 71. Nowhere are there equal signs in there. Nowhere are there equal signs. please make sure you have fixed all of your steps. When I grade your steps, these problems are going to be worth 2 or 3 points. It's not just going to be, woohoo, I found a 71 somewhere in your math. It's going to be, can you do these steps correctly? Does that make sense? Okay. I don't see that. Where do you see that? So the next one you did was number 11, is that correct?
Yeah.
Number 11. Number 11, we know that D is equal to, it's okay, just ignore it. We don't lie. Number 11, we know that D is equal to 7 and K is equal to 9. We know our expression is 6 times D plus 3, and that sum is going to be divided by 5 times K. There's a lot going on in this one. Okay? Our next step is to fill in for D and K. D is 7, so we put that in parentheses. K is 9, so we put that in parentheses. Because we wanted to indicate multiplication. Audra. Oops, I sure did. I said 7 and wrote 9, didn't I? Thank you. Okay. So now we have to do what's in parentheses first. That becomes 42 plus 3. Because this is separated by division, we can also do this multiplication out here. Does that make sense? Okay. I now do what's inside parentheses here. And that gives me 1. Questions on that? Questions, anybody? Yes. Uh-huh. 45 divided by 45? Okay. Okay. All right. From your other book then, the division. Number two is 579, and you were dividing it by 3. 579 divided by 3. Estimate, I would have done 600 divided by 3 is 200. Or 400, no, we need to do that. That probably is the only one I would have done. Yes, no? Yes.
I only did that one.
Then 579 divided by 3. How many times is 3 going to 5? Bring down the 7. How many times is 3 going to 27?
9.
Bring down the 9. How many times is 3 going to 9?
3. My estimate was 180. That work?
What did you use up here?
I use the 500.
Use 500?
Or I use 550.
550? And that's divisible by 3? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay? So probably not. Okay? Anything else on that? All right. Then you did 4, is that correct?
Yes.
I would have done 180 divided by 9 is 20. Yes? Yeah? So 204 divided by 9. 9 goes into 20 2 times. Drop the 4. 9 goes into 24. The remainder is 6.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Good with that? Okay. Questions? And then number 8, is that correct?
Yeah.
I would have used 3,600 divided by 6, giving me 600 for an estimate. Did anybody use 3,000 divided by 6? 500 for an estimate? Okay, I would have accepted that as well. Those would have been the only 2 that would have been reasonable. Okay, I have accepted those 2. All right. This one is closer to the actual than this one, but I would accept either one. Okay, this is the better one because it's closer to the actual. Okay. All right, so 3,476 divided by 6. How many times 6 going to 34?
5 times.
Drop the 7. How many times is 6 going to 47? Drop the 6. How many times is 6 going to 56?
9.
Get a remainder of 2. Yes? Okay. I cannot stress enough. The better you know your multiplication facts, the quicker these go. Did you see how fast we could go through those?
Yeah.
Could you go through them just as quickly?
Yeah.
If you know your multiplication facts, those go quickly. Do you understand that? If you don't, you're fumbling around for, multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, you see what I'm saying? Or you're looking at a piece of paper, scrambling, looking. Okay? It becomes a long, drawn-out process because you don't know your facts. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It's not that you can't divide, it's you can't do it quickly because you don't know your multiples of 6 or 9 or whatever you're working with. It's not that I'm good at division, it's that I know my facts. I think you guys know the process. You may not be able to quickly give me a multiple of 6. Does that make sense? That's what's worrying me, is you guys don't know your multiples quickly. And you need to be working on that. If you know them, then knowing them quicker is what you need to work on. If you don't know them, then you need to be doing like matching up. Like 6 times 5 over here, 6 times 6 over here on cards, and then all the multiples on other cards and matching them up. So you only see correct answers. Does that make sense? And only work with your 6s, and then only work with your 7s, and then start mixing them up. And then once you know them, then get faster at it. Does that make sense? Standing there with flashcards and guessing things like 41, Because if you don't know them, blindly guessing is worthless. Does that make sense? Seeing correct options, matching, is what you'll need to do if you don't know them. That way you start seeing, oh, it can only be 30, 36, 42, whatever. Okay? You'll see that 41 is never a part of it. Does that make sense? Okay? So if you're not good at your multiples yet, then you need to start working on just like matching. 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, something. Okay? And then once you know them, then start working on flashcards if you want, so you can get faster.
In 3rd grade, I think all our classes learned the multiples because we all the teachers played videos for us. Oh yeah.
Right. However, here's the deal. You might have all worked on them. You might have all earned your ice cream cone toppings or whatever it is, your stars on your charts or whatever it is you did. The problem is not all of you really learned them and retained them. Because if you had learned them and retained them, all of you would have whipped through those problems like that and been done in 5 minutes like we were. And you weren't. You know what I'm saying? None of you would be relying on that multiples chart that I gave you. None of you would. You would say, Mrs. Allen, why are you even handing me this thing? I already know these. See what I'm saying? I don't need this thing. You would never get it out. Okay? It's okay that you're getting it out because I want you to be able to get through these problems quicker. I want you to see the only possibilities. I want you to see the right numbers to be looking for, but you need to wean yourself off of that. I don't want you to be thinking of numbers like 41, because 41 is nowhere on that. You know what I'm saying? Okay? All right? Okay. So it'll only make your life easier if you guys learn your multiplication facts. Because 5th grade is full of using your multiplication facts. Not just practicing your multiplication facts. It's using them. Kind of like back in kindergarten or 1st grade, you learned words like cat, dog, when, where, why. You learned how to read those words, right? That's when you learned how to read those words, right? And pretty soon, you use those words in sentences. You just didn't see those words singly, right? Okay? And now you just have them in sentences, and you don't separate those out. Say, oh, I know that's the word dog. Right? You just use it. We are just using multiples of 6 now. We're not just sitting around going, what's 6 times 6? What's 6 times 2? What, we're not just doing that. We're using it. Do you hear the difference? Okay? But if we always had to sit around and go, DOG, oh, that's dog. That would slow down our reading, wouldn't it? We're not doing that anymore. We're going, dog. We all can picture dog. We know that's the word dog. We move on. But are you hearing the difference? No? I'm going, hey, well, 1 plus 6 is close to this. Oh, 36. Move. I'm expecting you to move on. I'm not expecting you to go, dog. No, I'm saying, 36, and you guys are going, is it 35? Is it 35? No, it's 36. It's kind of that. Are you hearing the difference there, right? Yes. It's numbers, it's not words, and you're kind of going, you're saying 35. I'm going, no, I want you to say 36 instead of dog, Okay? All right? So I need you to get to that 36, 30, and you're back there going, good. So let's get beyond that dog stage. Dog, only say 30, 36. Have a made a point? Okay? All right? So let's do it by Monday, right? We're not going to go, we're going to go, 30, 36. We're going to zoom those out, right? All right? Okay? Good. Make a point. Okay? You got it anyway. You got it. Okay. Questions on this? All right. So, for today, it's Friday. It is Friday. Let's look at page 93. The big book. Alright, we take a look at page 93. We've got a nice story problem there. One thing I haven't had you do yet is look at the vocabulary. And your vocabulary is way back on, right before page 85, I do believe. Take a look back before page 85. Is there like something there that has a lot of vocabulary with it? Look right before page 85. Yeah. Like, it's like, yeah, right after page 86. There's right after page 86. Okay. So right after page 86, there's a whole list of vocabulary words that you should know. You should know. Okay? Right after page 86. It has the word on the front. Right after page 86. I'm not seeing that all of you are there. Right after page 86, there's a whole bunch of vocabulary words. Can you get there, please? You should see a whole bunch of vocabulary words there. Okay? So, the vocab word is on the front. You need to make sure you're looking at the correct definition that's behind it. Does that make sense? So make sure you're right behind it. All right? Are you clear on that?
Yeah.
Okay. I expect you to know those vocabulary words. So that's something you can practice as well. All right? So when I say divisor, take a look behind the word divisor, see what it says.
Remember that divisor.
Now make sure you're looking at where the divisor actually is. Divisor, the number that divides the dividend. But look, it shows you a picture of it, shows you where it is. Okay? Does that make sense? All right? Okay? It's the one that does the dividing, right?
Yeah.
Tells you how many parts that you need. Okay? All right? So you might want to turn that corner of that page down so that you know you need to go back and review those vocabulary words. Okay? All right, other than that, we're going to work some more with division today. Again, estimating first. So we take a look at 2,754. I'm going to write it nice. 2,754 divided by 9. Again, we look for what multiple of 9 is close to 27, and it is 3. You said, thank you, Piper. She said 27. I'll tell you how much one. Ladies and gentlemen, the closest multiple of 9 to 27 is 27. So we're going to use 2,700 because we have a tens and a ones place to contend with as well. So 2,700 divided by 9. So 27 divided by 9 is 3, and we have times 10 times 10, so it will be 300 for our estimate, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Ezra?
Can I sharpen my pencil?
Yes, yes. So again, if you prefer lined paper or the graph paper for your division, certainly use that as opposed to anything else. They provided the little graph paper over here to the side for you. So if you want to go ahead and do your notes right there, it's already got graph paper for you to keep things lined up. 9 does not go into 2. If you need to put the X there to remind yourself that we're not using the 2, go right ahead. I hope eventually you don't have to use that X there because we don't start numbers with X. You know what I'm saying? But if you need that as a reminder right now, then certainly do that. How many times does 9 go into 27 though? Let's just go with that. 3 times 9 go into 27, everybody? Three. 3 times. And 3 times 9, everybody is?
27.
And we subtract and we get 0. We bring down the 5. All right. Now, we brought down the 5. Okay? How many times does 9 go into 5? 0. And that's one thing that several of you forget to do. Put the 0 in there. Okay? 0 times 9 is 0. We subtract, we get 5. And now we bring down the 4. How many times is 9 going to 54? 6. And 6 times 9 is 54. We subtract and we get 0. Any questions on that? Anybody? Any questions? Let's go to the next page. Now, we have not talked about how to check your answers. We have not talked about how to check your answers. We've just done this division and, okay, that chair needs to stay down. No. Yeah, yours does too, but yours doesn't have a problem with that. We got an answer here of 102, remainder 2. 102, remainder 2. How do we check our answer? Well, we check our answer with, we know we have 102 groups. Of 6, right? We have 102 groups of 6. So we take that 102 and multiply it by 6. But then we also have a remainder of 2, so we need to add on that 2. So that's 612 plus that remainder of 2. And that gives us what we started with at 614. Questions on that? Peyton, I'll give you one more chance, and then you won't have a chair. Is it a bad thing you've always been checking your answer? No, absolutely not. I think that's an excellent thing that you've always been checking it. Okay? So, questions on how to do a check. Clearly you've been taught that somewhere along the line, right? Okay? All right? Questions on that? Okay? Just needed to do a quick review of that. All right. Let's go to number 5. Let's do number 5, 462 divided by 4. Or 762 divided by 4. 762 divided by 4. And we always do an estimate first. An estimate first. What multiple of 4 is close to 7? 4. Thank you. We could do 400 divided by 4, which is 100. 100. What other multiple of 4 is close to 7?
8.
8. And that's actually closer than the 4 was, right? Do you see that? So the estimate here would be what? 200. This is a better estimate than this. Do we see that? Because 800 is closer to the actual than 400 is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, Ezra? Oh, yes, it does. Well, you were going like this. This is a no. So I assumed you didn't see that. Okay? So our estimate, our best estimate is probably 200 rather than 100. Okay? All right? So now we need to do 762 divided by 4. How many times is 4 going to 7? We subtract, we get 3. We bring down the 6. How many times is 4 going to 36, everybody? Hey, why is your pencil silent?
9.
9. I only heard it from one person. That's terrible. We bring down the 2. How many times is 4 going to 2?
Zero.
Zero. Don't forget to put that 0 there. We get a remainder of 2. Are we good with this? Yes, question. Because what? Can you see it now? Questions? You guys can push your desk back some. I'm not sure how they keep getting pushed forward. Because you're the only one that sits there, you must be pushing it forward, so push it back.
The answer is 109, but one of the estimates always
190 remainder 2. Is that close to 200?
Yeah, I was looking at the.
Huh. Questions on this? Our check would be to do 190 times 4 and then add on the 2, and it would give us 762, correct? Questions? Okay, let's get to our assignment. So you have study time. Hopefully you can get a lot of it done so you don't have to take stuff home over the weekend. Okay. Let's take a look at page 97. On page 97. On page 97, you're doing 2 through 4, estimate and actual. You're doing 8 and 9. Well, it's up here and I've said it, so try using those resources, please. And then 98, you're doing all. Okay, I will be reading off. Those who have turned in any of these 3 things, that means that I don't have it from those I don't read off, which means that you owe it to me today. Not whenever you feel like it next week, today. No, oh, I thought I turned it in. No, you haven't turned it in today. I have math writings from Ezra, Mallory. Maya, would you please put a hash sheet on yours? Evan, Eduardo, Peyton T, Monte, Kyler, Cesar, I need a hash sheet on yours. Audra, Diana, Abby, Adriana, Peyton Holloway, Wayne, Adam, Jonathan, Kaylin, Finley, and Piper. Those are who have turned in the math writing. If I did not call out your name, I do not have your math writing. I have Davy Wood over here from Peyton T, Piper, Adriana, Ezra, Adam, Evan, Mallory. I have one from Finley. Somebody turned in one today without a name on it. Eli just turned one in. The rest of you I don't have a daily word from. So somebody turned one in today without a name on it. Maya, you still owe me a half sheet on yours. I have 50 facts from Diana. Another no-namer. Audra. Adriana. Ezra, Evan, Monse, Mallory, Finley, Jonathan, Kaylee, Peyton Holloway, Wayne, Eduardo, Cesar. So if I didn't call your name off of those things, you owe them to me. Again, somebody is not claiming their daily word. Maya, I need your house sheet. I read all names. I'm not reading them again.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Hey, I didn't get time to talk. I did time to get your work done.
Miss Allen? Miss Allen? Miss Allen? Miss Allen?
Diana?
Miss Allen?
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm working with other students. Way too much chatter for you guys trying to get math work done.